Hold up.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I haven't filmed in such a long time. How long has it even been? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, guys. I feel like it's been ages. If you want like a life update on why I haven't been filming and stuff, then comment down below and I'll make sure to do that for you guys. But yeah, let me have a look. Let's have a look to see when I last uploaded. Okay, the last thing I uploaded was a try-on haul. And it was, we have to watch, hold on, waiting for an ad. Let's have a look. 2 months ago, doesn't say a date. Yeah, it just says 2 months ago. So 2 months ago, 2 months since I filmed. A lot has happened in 2 months, obviously, like, as it would. But yeah, can you like see me properly? It looks like really zoomed in, I don't know. But today I'm going to be doing a piercing update because you can probably see that I have got a few more piercings. So let's just get on with the video. So, you guys absolutely love my piercing videos. They're literally like my most viewed videos. No, my most viewed video actually is like a Calvin Klein collection. But they are like whenever I upload a piercing video, they always get like way more views than my normal videos get. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about my piercings, how I clean them and stuff like that. Let's start off with my new piercings and then we'll just get onto the old ones, because you're probably more excited to know about my new piercings than my old piercings, because if you've watched my other videos then you won't really care about my other piercings, but you might have forgotten. So anyways, let's start off with my new piercings. So as you can see, I've now got 2 nose rings. I got this one like maybe like 7 weeks ago, and then I got this one like 4 days ago or something. So I got this one with a needle, this one with a gun. So I've experienced both. Mate, you don't feel a thing. Like, they literally do not hurt. Yeah, so the needle one, they clean it up, like they mark it up, then clean it up, and then stick a needle in your nose with a little like tube attached, and then like pull the thing through and then put it together. And with the gun, it's literally like and done. Yeah, so with this one, it got pierced with an earring. I did change it really early. So what happened was I took it out the same day to put a nose ring in because I was really nervous it was going to fall out. And then it literally closed up and I was like screaming at my, I was like, just blimming push it, and she was like too scared. I was like, you literally got to stick your finger up my nose and push it. She wouldn't do it, so I went like that, and so they went boop, and then it was back in again. It was bleeding and my eyes were watering. It didn't hurt, it just like, because it was something so close to my eye, it was like making my eyes water. But yeah, they didn't hurt at all. So totally recommend if you were like didn't want to get it because you were scared to get it because you were scared of the pain. It doesn't hurt at all, so just go for it. Yeah, I would say that getting it done with a needle was like less scary than getting it done with a gun, because I hadn't had any gun piercings in a long time. I wasn't sure what to expect. It was fine, but yeah, and like this was £5, this was 20. So like if you want a cheap piercing, that's what I wanted. My mate was getting a tattoo, so I was like, let's get a cheap piercing. £5, just a little gun piercing. And yeah, I love them both. So now I've actually got a nose ring in it. I put it in last night, earlier than I should have. But yeah, I love it. I love them. I like how I've got both. And yeah, so now going on to a different piercing. Yeah, this one is interesting. Definitely my favourite piercing on my body though. I got my nipples pierced. Obviously I'm not going to whip out my nipples and show you because, one, like I don't want my video taken down, and 2, just no. But yeah, I will insert a picture here or here, I can't remember what side it is, of what it looks like with the t-shirt on. But yeah, that's what it looks like with a t-shirt on. I'm obviously not going to whip out my nipple. But yeah, so I got my nipples pierced. I got both done. So what he did, he was really like professional about it. So basically what happened was, this is like a little background story to what happened. So I went to the piercing place and I was like, okay, can I get my nipples pierced? He was like, yeah, that's fine. Filled out all the forms and everything. He asked my ID, and then he stood there staring at me for like a good 5 minutes. I was like, why is he staring at me? I mean, I know I'm good looking in that. No, I'm joking, but still. He was like, how old are you? I was like 17, and he was like, oh, I'm really sorry, I can't do it. And I was like, why? He was like, you have to be 18. I was like, but I read up online, you have to be 16. He was like, no, if you bring a parent and you can get them done, but on yourself you can't. I said, well, what about if I ring my mum? And he was like, nah, she has to be here. So I left, obviously really upset, went to my mate's house, and then I told my mum I can get pierced. Then my mum texted me and she was like, Char, I'm going to come on my lunch break. I was like, what? She was like, I have half an hour on my lunch break, I'm going to come on my lunch break, I'm going to bring my friend. She came, turned up the place, right, and she was like, I don't have my ID on me, but I have my work pass, like, can you accept this? He was like, no. My mum was like, are you serious right now? So she was like, sorry, Char, again. Anyways, next thing, she pulls up next to me and my mate, and she's like, Char, I'm going home, gonna go pick up my ID. I was like, what the hell? She came back, she was really late for work, but she came back, went in, anyways, then she went back to work, best mum ever or what. She didn't have to say to get a pierced, she just had to give like consent, like with her ID and that. Went in, and he was like really professional about it. Like, he didn't make me feel intimidated, because obviously like your nipples are a very private part of your body. You don't just show them to any old person. He was like, yeah, just like roll up your t-shirt and your bra, and like, yeah. So I was wearing a little Calvin Klein sports bra, and I just like rolled it up, and then he was like, okay, and he like spoke me through it. He was like, okay, now I'm gonna clean up the nipple. So he started cleaning it up, and then he drew out some lines on it, and then yeah, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna clean it again. So he's very like sterile with it. Sterile, is that the word? I think so. And then he got a needle, and he was like, he clamped it actually. He clamped it. He got a little clamp thing, clamped it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna put it through now. This side it was. He was like, 3, 2, 1, boom. And yeah, it went through, and it was like, it didn't hurt. Like, I'd say it was a like pressure, like it was like a like breathtaking sort of thing. Put it through, and then he went over, and then he left like a little plastic thing in my nipple, and then he went over to see if one did it, and then came back and put the jewellery through. I would say that this one, because it was like the second one, it hurt more than the other one, but it didn't hurt. Like, I'd say like it was a 1 out of 10 pain, but it was just like a bit breathtaking sort of thing. But I love them, so 100% recommend. The healing process, he said to clean it with hydrogen peroxide, but personally, I don't think that's a good idea, because it's a chemical and it can put a chemical burn inside of your piercing, and obviously you don't want your nipples to have a chemical burn, because that would hurt, and it would also take longer for them to heal. But yeah, so I cleaned them with salt water, and that's what I found was best for me. So I put in a little egg cup, and then you do a little swirl with it, and then like get a little Q-tip and then just clean around it. And also, I've also thought that tea tree was good. So my mate at work, basically, I had a lump on my piercing. It was just a colloid. And she said if you put tea tree oil mixed with your salt water, then it would like make it go, and it did. So that's what I also cleaned my nose piercings with. Yeah, salt water and a little bit of tea tree oil did the trick. Got rid of my colloid, which was brilliant within a week. Because I just woke up one morning, I had a massive colloid in my nose. It was horrible. Made me look like I was a witch. But yeah, I used salt water every day. I don't anymore. Maybe like once a week. But yeah, and mine bled quite a lot. Like, some people says that it didn't bleed, but mine did, and they got a bit crusty. But yeah. So yeah, now going on to the piercings that I've had for a little while. So let's start off with this ear. So I've got my rook, and then I've got 4 cartilage piercings, and then my first, my seconds, my thirds. Yeah, just basic little piercings. Cleaned them with, so needle piercing I cleaned with hydrogen peroxide, and then the other ones you clean with surgical spirit. And then on this side I have my tragus, my forward helix, my industrial, and then I have 1, 2, 3 cartilage piercings, and my first, my seconds, my thirds, and my fourths. Yeah, again, with this one I cleaned with hydrogen peroxide because it's a needle piercing, same with that one, and then these ones were just surgical spirit. And then I've got my tongue. Love my tongue piercings. And then my smiley, which I pierced myself. this was done with a needle. The healing process, like the healing process was the worst. Like, I would never get my tongue pierced again. Don't let that put you off. Like, don't let that put you off. Like, it didn't hurt getting it pierced. It was the healing process. Like, the next day I couldn't speak, and like, I like to speak a lot, so the next day I had to stay quiet. I didn't have a problem with eating. Some people said they had a problem with eating, but I didn't personally. But like, my tongue was all swollen. I had to go to work the next day. So I mean, if you're gonna stay in bed the next day, then get it done. But if you're gonna go to work the next day, maybe don't, because you literally can't speak and no one understands you. Like, you literally feel like hold on. No one understands you because I can't speak properly. Like that, basically. But yeah, and you just clean that with mouthwash, so it's really easy to look after, and it's very simple to change also. You literally just screw off the top ball, put it right through, and I can literally do it without looking in the mirror now. Like, I change it all the time. But yeah, and I've also got my belly button pierced. Hold on. Which I got pierced when I was 13, and you just clean it with hydrogen peroxide, which was really satisfying because it like bubbles over it. Never quite so. But yeah, so that's all my piercings. A little overview. But yeah, that's all my piercings. Not really else much to say about them. But yeah, I have 26 piercings in total now, guys. What should I get pierced next? Comment that down below. I don't want like an eyebrow piercing, a lip piercing. Like, I don't want any of that stuff. But what else? I really want my rook pierced, to be honest. I do want my rook pierced. I might get another tragus piercing on this side. I had a forward tragus before. No, cervix tragus, sorry. But my ear rejects it. I had it on both sides and it both rejected. Like, you might be able to, you see the scar sometimes. But yeah, it rejected it. But do you know, I really like those dermal piercings. I think they're called dermal piercings. You get them like you can get them in like your back and your hand and stuff. I really quite like them, like on your back. I think it would look quite cool. But yeah, but they like reject after like 2 years. I know that's quite a long time, but then at the same time it's not, and I'll be really upset when they do reject. But then people would just say you can get pierced again, but just no. But yeah, that's all I have to say about my piercings. If you have any questions about piercings, then comment down below, or DM me, because sometimes my comment section's off. Like, DM me or Snapchat me. My Instagram is _CharlieBauer. Yeah, just put me a message on there if you have any questions about piercings, because you know, I'm a little piercing expert. But yeah, so thank you for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below any videos you guys would like to see. Hope you didn't miss me too much. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!